Morning.
Good morning. Welcome to you, sir. Welcome to anybody, everybody, hopefully somebody watching this out there on YouTube. This is our second scenario from Grant Takes Command. If it's as good as the first two plays have been, it promises to be something very, very special, I think. This is our first playthrough of two, and on the other side of the microphone there is Roger, miles and miles away from me. And on this side, it's Patrick. Hello. How are you?
Oh, doing well, doing well.
Good. You have a good week?
Yeah, we did have a very good week. Looking forward to I guess I'll date this for the internet folks. Thanksgiving holiday coming up. It's going well.
I'm always torn about whether we should actually mark these things with, fixed points in time and references, but that's okay. Happy Thanksgiving to anybody that's watching this coming up in here in the United States. And those of you that celebrate it around the world, we extend the same greetings to you. Let's talk a little bit about what's going on today. This is an expansion on what we've done already. So the first scenario, the Battle of the Wilderness, is a two-turn affair. It is 2 days of the bitter fighting within the wilderness proper, which is way down here southeast on the map. Now we're going to take a step back, as many of these great campaigns scenarios tend to do is they expand upon that visage and let you see what the whole context is, I guess, is probably the best way to think of that. And that's exactly what we're doing here today. This is the scenario 2 is Grant Crosses the Rapidan. That is the official name of it. Historically, George Meade leading the Army of the Potomac for Ulysses Grant as the campaign opened, proceeded very gingerly into the wilderness. His tentativeness was caused by the need to protect the largest military wagon train in history that was breaking camp at Brandy Station, just north of here, and then following the army south. This scenario highlights Grant's and Meade's historical difficulties as the Union player must break his winter camps and move his army and its supplies to a new base on the south side of this here Rapidan River. No small task, to be sure. This is a 5-turn affair. It is covering the period of May 4th to May 8th, 1864. So literally breaking camp, moving south. This is the beginning of the overland campaign. Before we go into all the specifics for this scenario, Roger, what do you think of this one so far in your initial overview?
Well, I'm playing the Confederates today, so I obviously have to react to what you're doing. I like that they include not just the historical path, which is going down through Chancellorsville, but also the other option that Grant was looking at, which is going to Orange Courthouse. So it'd be interesting to see which one you choose. And I got to react to what you do. And hopefully, I've learned some tricks about how to fight in the wilderness after our last two sessions. But we shall
We
see.
shall see. Yes, this is. I really like this. First of all, it's 1864, and if it's 1864, we got wagons. So cue up the wagon train theme song because that's what's going on here. This is a logistical puzzle in addition to the wider what's going to happen in the wilderness, historically, ahistorically. But as Roger alluded to, and we'll talk about here momentarily, is that the scenario designers have given you the possibility of doing the normal historical expected, this is what Grant did, versus what he could have done. And I really love that in this system as a whole. It gives you a sandbox and lets you see if you could do it better than Grant. I think that's probably not going to happen, but maybe. So let's take a moment here and we'll go through as we do with the first playthrough and we'll look at all the scenario specific rules on this one. I'm just kind of looking over the map here very quickly. So we see all of Grant up here. The Army of the Potomac has crossed and they've been at winter camp, winter quarters up near Brandy Station. Now they're moving south through Culpeper and ostensibly somewhere across the Rapidan. We've got Lee and the scattered 3rd and 2nd Corps all up and down the river in a defensive, many of them in fort breastworks. And we could see that even Longstreet is very far removed, way down south. So they're kind of in disarray in their own winter quarters. And what happens next is really just depending on several factors. But let's talk about that in this one because it's a basic scenario. There are no random events. We do have a minor river bridge that's already established here at Kelly's Ford. And on turn one, what we're going to do to simulate the breaking of the Union camps, to show some of that momentum that Grant was attempting to do, we're going to have the first 6 activations are free for the Union. So I, as the Union player, will get up to 6 activations. The only restrictions are that they cannot be individual units. I have 6 leaders up here. As we see, we've got Hancock, we've got Wilson, Sheridan, Warren, Torber, and buried up under here, we've got Sedgwick and the 6th Corps. My 6 activations, up to 6 activation, can be 1 leader activation per. So I can move each of them. I can do a single activation with them and any number of their subordinate units that I wish, but I only get to do that once. And once I've done all 6 of those, then we will proceed on with the normal initiative rolls. So it gives you possibly, you get some hot dice, you might be able to get some miles under your feet. So that's the only restriction for that on turn one. Confederates, the only restrictions that are locked in hard and fast, we've got Johnston, who we saw in the wilderness playing catch-up. He's down here, way down to the southeast, and he is locked until turn 2. And then we've got some cavalry here under Hampton, and it should be pointed out that Hampton has Young with him, but he also has one of W.H. Lee's brigades with Gordon there. Hampton cannot control Gordon, so when they move, they'll have to move separately. So that's just to point out for Roger. I'm sure he's already seen that, but that's also for you here at home. Those are the only 2 locks. We've got F. Lee and Lomax and Wickham way off, but they are not restricted during any of that time. I have Union reinforcements, which we saw before. I'm going to open up the time marker here. And just like before, Burnside and the 9th Corps are playing Johnny-come-lately here. I have the ability to bring them on in, you can see they're prescribed here. They have to come on in a particular order. So in turn 1, I can bring Stevenson on. And just like before, he has to be anywhere between, I think, 1701 and 2501, so I can bring him onto any point on the map. But if I do, they come in with that particular, I've got him at fatigue level 2. In turn 2, then in order, I could bring from top to bottom in this stack Wilcox with fatigue level 1 all the way down to the individual, and they come in groups. So if I choose to, then a bunch of them will come on at once. The problem with that is, you can see there's a lot of fatigue there. One workaround for that is if at any time I decide to delay those reinforcements beyond the turn that they were prescribed, then they would come in at fatigue level 0. So that is a very strong consideration for the Union players to maybe wait a day. Let's see then. We also have the Union wagon trains. How could we forget the wagon trains? So up here under Grant, we have wagon train A, B, and C, and they are the heart of the victory points for this game. Their job, should they choose to accept it, is to either get to the historical location at Chancellorsville here, or the ahistorical but possible Orange Courthouse. So if Grant is feeling particularly frisky, he can move down and try to establish a base at Orange Courthouse. But the only way that you generate points for them is to get them. First, they've got to survive. Second, they've got to get to either one of those spots, so that's where the logistic puzzle comes in. And then third is, in addition to getting to those locations, they also have to have lines of communication, that old fun thing. So I've placed on the map here, we've got several lines of communications. We got Akia Creek, we've got Belle Plain up here, and then of course the 2 from the starting point at 1701, and also Culpeper. Those are all Union depots, those are supply sources. And what you need to do for the wagon trains is get them to the spot, get them anchored in and established, but you also must maintain a line of communication between either Chancellorsville in this case, back to one of the other sources. If you do that, then depending on where the connection is, so for example, if I have a direct line of communication between Chancellorsville and Spotsylvania Courthouse and back to one of those supply points, then each wagon is worth 10 victory points. So that's 30 possible points there. If that's not possible, the secondary goal is to have a line of communication to Todd's Tavern. If that's worth 6 points apiece, so 18 possible. And barring either one of those, if I can only get the wagons there and they only have a line of communication back to the supply sources, then those wagons are worth 3 points each. Similarly, if I do them at Orange Courthouse, it's the same thing. You just substitute. If I have a direct line of communication between Orange Courthouse, the supply point, and Gordonsville, then those wagons are worth 10 each. Otherwise, 6 for Madison Run Station, or barring either one of those, then each of the wagons just getting to Orange Courthouse and having connection back to the supply point would be 3 points apiece. So that's anywhere from 9 to 30 points. That's pretty variable. And as we're going to see here in the victory conditions, that's the bulk of this game. Finally, we have the pontoon special rule, which allows at the end of turn 1, the Union player, as long as they have any size infantry force adjacent to a minor river ford, so that's any of the ones here along the Rapidan, they can automatically build 2 pontoon bridges, provided that there's no type of any Confederate force on the other side of the ford. And that's it. You get those 2 free ones, which is critical because those wagons don't like to move across fords. That's very expensive to move them. You need some kind of a bridge over those fords for these wagons to move easily. And we do have attachments in this one, but there are no detachments, but you can merge things up into larger, provided that those stay within the restrictions of the infantry division caps. With all of that being said, the Union marginal victory for this is 18 points. So you could get half of it for wagons, and then of course we have the 3 and 2 differential, so it's plus 3 points for each manpower loss inflicted on the Confederates, minus 2 for the Union. And of course, there are losses that they're minus 5 for each wagon train lost by. So that could be pretty bad. That could be a minus 15 total. And then for any demoralized or manpower loss on the wagons, that hurts. For any hex that a wagon train has to retreat, so potentially that's at least a minimum of 2, that's minus 1 per. So, and then we'll have some specifics. If we get to that point, then there are some caps on the amount that you could potentially lose. I think it's no more than 5, which is the actual cost of losing the wagon. But we'll go back through that should that become an issue. What do you think of all this, man? Woo, there's a lot.
I guess the first clarification I mean, you're obviously the ones that have to do this. The wagons must perform a march action. So you cannot, you cannot activate leader or assault. So that's different than what
It is. It is.
With Hood, and I think also in
and on to Richmond.
The Richmond,
right.
Richmond, you could activate them with a leader. Exactly. So you're going to have to do them onesies at a time. That could be
get up, you damn mules! Come on, mules, let's go.
That's going to be interesting. That's going to be. I know if I was playing Union, I'd be like, oh boy, since I always create traffic jams.
Yeah, I certainly had that feeling already. I went, oh, and that's why I was looking at the road network and the maps going, all right, so if things go really, really well, then I'll do it this way. If they go really, really horribly, and I get that traffic jam of one at a time. So very heavy consideration for moving the wagons this one, because you don't want to move them out front because they'll cause all kinds of traffic jams, but you don't want them lagging behind either and being a target. And because you cannot do a leader activation on them, wow, that's painful for this one.
Yeah, you have one guy kind of hanging back by accident. And interesting. This will be I'm interested to see how you play this because I wouldn't have a clue on your side.
Well, this was the first one in a while when I've sat there because I don't think I've ever played this scenario, so that was part of it. But I also just sat there and looking at the roads and through the wilderness and what can I do to, keep you away from them. But at the same time, if they're not moving, then that's That's pain in of
Yeah.
itself. And there's also a pivot point, just like every one of these scenarios. It's like, okay, the wagons just aren't going to happen. They're going to be a liability. So how do you get the points otherwise? Do you go aggressive and then just try to inflict
Mm.
manpower losses and just let Grant be Grant, right? And just go for it. Yeah, we got a lot of possibilities here, and I'm very excited to see what happens. Until that first die
Yeah.
roll.
Well, it'll be a while. You get 6 reactivations here, but you can't move your wagons. That's interesting.
Right, it's only the six leaders.
Yeah. Okay.
Anything else before we get underway?
Well, not for me. I don't think.
Okay, I don't think I'm gonna do, since we're doing this normal. I'm not gonna do any leader transfers. Would you like to do any?
Yeah, if I can, I'll move Longstreet down to Kershaw.
That makes sense. Get him
Uh,
marching a little bit.
yeah, not much else I can do with everybody else. I'll leave everybody else where they are.
All right. Then I will be underway. I will wish you good luck as always.
Yep, good luck to you.
Oh, I'm gonna need it. Damn wagons. It's the wagons are the bane of my existence. But I'm gonna try to be positive about this because I love these mules. I've got good mule skinners. They're moving them. All right. Oh, and the other restriction on the free movement is I cannot enter your zone of control for any of these initial 6. So that does make a difference here on what I'm going to do. So I think we'll start with Sheridan, and he'll activate the second Cav under DM Greg. Here's their movement +1, and they're going to get 7. So I think we'll have.
If it's Sheridan, don't you get a plus
Oh,
2?
I do get a +2. Thank you. Yeah, it's +8. Yeah, the Union leader, because I'm so unused to them having a full cavalry leader. So it is 8 movement. I think we'll do this. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 to there. Okay, that's number 1. Then we'll have Wilson activate McIntosh and Chapman. And they're going to go just a +1 to this. There it is! All right, boys. The horses are still at the farriers. Go 1, 2, and 3. We're going to have Torber activate all of these cavalry. Also a +1 for them. Okay, so they got a 9. Torber's going to move to Merit. And they'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 to there. Alright, that's the cavalry has moved. Let's see what happens here with Hancock. Hancock's going to activate the entirety of. Let's make sure I get all of them. So there you go. Yeah. So he's going to activate all of his units to fatigue level 1. Here's their movement. Very nice. All right. So they're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Gibbon will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Actually, Hancock can go 7 there too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to there. Alright, second corps is moved. Now it's time for. We'll do the 5th corps with Warren. And he will take Artillery Reserve 2 with him. +1, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. To there. 1, 2, 3, 4 to there. 3, 4 to there. All right. And now, finally, Sedgwick. So here's their movement. They go 3. All right. So they'll go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and just to there. The lumbering dynamo. All right, those are my 6, right? Okay. Here is our first real initiative. It's mine again. All right. Sheridan will activate J.I. Greg to 2. And here's his movement +2. It's 9. Guess we'll just do this. We'll go 1, 2, 3 to there. We have 6 left, so we'll make a normal attack. So I see it as 4 to 1, gives me +3, and Sheridan's at +2 on tactical. There's no creek in the way, don't have a flank. That's all I see. So +5, is that what you see?
Yes.
Okay. So here is a +5 against the 1st North Carolina. Here's the roll. It's an 8.
He's 6.
Eh.
Got a 5.
I'll get you out of the way, though.
So that's a +3.
3.
Okay, so he's going to go.
And I got 2 big fatigues, so they're done.
3 fatigues. He flips, but he doesn't lose a manpower. And he can go 2 to 4 hexes.
That's right.
So 1 by road further away, 2 by road further away, 3 by road further away. And we'll go ahead and go 4 to Locust Grove.
Okay. And we will... No, we'll keep that spot where we are. Initiative. It's yours.
AP Hill will activate Heath and Anderson. Here's their movement. Go 6. Lee and Hill will stay with Heath. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Anderson will go 1, 2, 5, 6. Initiative. Mine again. Hill will activate Wilcox. His movement. Go 3 hexes. We'll go 1, 2, 3 to there. Initiative. Mine again. I'll have Longstreet activate Kershaw. There's his movement. Ferrets are slow to wake up today. 2, 3. Initiative. Mine again. Have Longstreet activate Kershaw and Field. Here's their movement. That's a little better. 7. Field will go first. Longstreet will stay with Kershaw. 1, 2, 4, 6, 7, 4, 5, 6, 7 to there. Initiative, yours.
And we'll have Hancock activate the second core again. Here's their movement. +1. There we go. 4. So they'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 4 to there. Gibbon will go 1, 2, 3, 4. Mott will go 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right. Initiative. Mine again. Gonna have Sedgwick activate the 6 core. Here's their movement. Yeah, boy. They don't want to go very fast. So 2 to there, 2 to there, 2 to there. Initiative. Yours.
Alex Stewart activate Rosser. They can go 12 hexes. Just gonna go 1, 2, 4, 5, 6 to there. Initiative. Mine again. Take Rosser to fatigue 2. And he's just gonna build entrenchments. Initiative. Mine again. Hill will activate Heath, Anderson, and Wilcox. Here's their movement. Wow, they can go 8 axes. We and Hill will stay with Heath. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Anderson follows along behind. Wilcox is going to go 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to there. Initiative, yours.
I'm going to have Hancock activate Gibbon to 3. Here's his movement. 4. Here's extended march of +1. He flips. We'll go 1, 2. He'll just hold back there. Initiative. Mine again. Alright, let's try once again to get the 6 core going. Here's their movement. 6. That's good. Alright, so Getty will go first. Here's the extended. Flips. And they go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right goes next. Here's the extend. He's okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And Ricketts extend. He's okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Alright. Initiative. Mine again. Wilson activate the cavalry. Here's their movement. And they can go 6. He will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And Chapman 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to there. Initiative. Mine again. They will both go to fatigue level 3 and entrench. There we go. Initiative. Yours.
Longstreet will take Kershaw and Field. Kershaw will need an extended march. 6 hexes. Longstreet will transfer to Field. They will go first. 6. There's Kershaw's extended march. He's going to go to disorganized. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Initiative, mine again. I'm going to pass.
Okay. I am going to activate Kitching. Here's the movement. 4. Go 1, 2, 3, and 4. Initiative. Mine again. Kitching will go to 2 and join Robinson. Initiative. Yours.
Do this, I think. You will activate E. Johnson and Burley. T1. Here's their movement.
It has been a long, long winter.
Apparently. E. Johnson's just going to make a min move to there. Well, it'd be 1, 2, 3 anyway. No, it'd be 1, 2. He could go one more hex, I guess. Yeah, he'll go one more hex to there. 1, 2, 3. You'll go 1, 2, 3 to there. Initiative. Mine again. I'm gonna pass.
All right. Fool that I am, I'm going to attempt to move a wagon. So I'll move wagon A here. Here's his movement. It's a 4. All right. I don't believe in this one we have any issues with off-road. It was just a +1 for extended marches, so we're just going to go 1, 2, 3, and 4 to there. Initiative. Mine. We'll take wagon A to 2. Here's the movement. 5. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Initiative. Yours.
You will take E. Johnson and Early T2. Here's their movement. Wow, they go 8 hexes.
I love that sigh of exasperation when you did not expect to do so well.
Now I expect to get like a 2 or a
Right.
3 or something. It's like, I know what I'm going to do if I get that, but no, I get this. And now it's like, well, do I want to do something else, which I probably should. You will stay with Early. Go here. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, and 8 to Locust Grove.
That looks so weirdly familiar.
Let's see, E. Johnson. There. 6 to there. I really haven't figured out these woods. Initiative. It's yours.
Customer march. Here's his movement. Ooh, Goldilocks wants to move. I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Initiative. Yours.
Going to pass.
Warren will activate Crawford, Wadsworth, Griffin, and the artillery reserve with him. Here's their movement. 5. Artillery reserve will go 1, 2, 3 to there. Crawford will go 1, 2, 3 to there. Warren will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wadsworth will go 1, 2, 3, 4. Initiative. Mine again. Torber will activate his 2 cavalry there. Movement +1. 8. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Initiative. Mine again. Warren will activate Crawford and Griffin to fatigue level 3. Here's their movement. 6. Alright. Warren will stay with Griffin. Here's Crawford's extend. He'll go first. He's okay. He'll go 1, 2 to there. He has
Those
4.
Those guys will both stand.
Okay. I figured as much. Warren will extended march. He's okay. Got 1, 2, 3, 4. He has 2 left.
They'll stand again.
Okay. 2 left. So it would be 17 to 3. Okay, we'll just stand there. Initiative. So Griffin will go to 4, and we'll attempt an assault on Stuart. What would Stuart like to do?
Okay, so you're 17. 2, 3. So that's +4 ratio. We'll stand. We'll make a fight of it there.
Okay. So let's see if the assault proceeds. It does. Okay. So we got +1 for assault, +4 for 5 to 1, -1 for RD in rolling, and -1, -2 for crossing the river, the ford. So I see 5 up and 3 down for +2. Okay. Here's a +2 against Stuart. Attack. It's 2.
Oh, nice.
So he gets a cross.
So finals a +3. 3. On a 2 is a DR.
I'm sure I'm taking some with 17 at +2 is a 1DA, so bitterly fought. So
Entrenchments.
they lose 1 and they flip. Alright.
Increase my fatigue. Increase my fatigue. Retreat. 2 to 4 hexes. I'll go 1, 2, 3, and 4 to there. Further away, further away. Yep, further away. Okay.
Right.
Yep, hex is yours if you want it.
Yeah, we'll send Griffin there. Alright. Initiative. Yours.
So you're across. So I think WH Lee is going to go to fatigue 1. Going to lose his entrenchments. 2 die +1. Oh, geez, buddy.
These horses are knackered.
That's going to be 1, 2, 3 to there. Initiative. Mine again. Take Chambliss. Take 2. You can now go 7 hexes. Well, 1, 2, 3. Leave him there, I think. Initiative. Mine again. This might not be the smartest play in the world, but we're going to try to do this. Ewell will take early and Johnson to T3. Here's their movement. Yeah. Ewell will stay with early. Here's his extend march. At least I didn't pay for that. 1, 2, 3. Here's E. Johnson's extend march. He'll go 1, 2, 3 to there. Initiative. Mine. I'll pass.
I will bring wagon B out. Here's the movement. 5. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Initiative. Yours.
I'll pass again.
Wagon C will come out. Here's the movement. Consistent. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Initiative. Mine. Do wagon C. Movement. 2. Go 1, 2. Initiative. Yours.
Pass again.
Okay. I'll do the horse artillery. Movement. 3. 1, 2, 3. Initiative. Horse artillery again. Movement. 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Initiative. Yours, if you want.
Pass again.
Do artillery reserve 1. Let's see, they'll go movement 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Initiative. Artillery reserve 1 again. Movement. Boo. Alright. Initiative. It's yours.
Pass again.
Okay. Is there anything pressing here? I'm not gonna bring anybody on, I don't think. Let's look at the time. So if I brought Stevenson on, yeah, actually I will bring Stevenson on. He'll be fatigue level 2. So I will put him at 1701.
They recover normally, right?
They do.
We bring him on, so he will recover. Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
Why not bring him on?
Sure. Initiative. Yours if you wish.
I'll pass.
Okay. I think I have progressed as far as I want to push these guys today. We've made some pretty good inroads. So I'm going to pass as well. And we will end the turn. We're experimenting with the recover button here. See if it does what we think it's going to do. Let's open up the time. Recover. Okay. Everyone's recovered. We'll move the game turn manually. And during the recovery phase, I can build 2 free minor river bridges. So let's go and look at those here. I believe I'm going to put one down here for sure. So we'll put it at there. So we got there with Warren at Rapidan. And the other one, this is tricky because I got Ewell sneaking around down there. Yeah, I guess I'll just go with the safer bet and put it there. Okay. So we have built our bridges. And it's time for turn 2. There are no restrictions on this. Well, oh, actually, let's go down here and lift the restriction from. We've done that. So Johnston is now free.
Johnson comes off.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Any opening thoughts on this one before we continue on?
I forgot to move F. Lee.
Oh,
I was scrolling around. I never scrolled over by Frederick.
Oh yeah.
That's all right.
Yeah, he's digging in. He's fine. Okay.
Yeah, he's fine.
That does give me something to think about now. Ugh, grr. All right. Okay. Well then, let's see. Leader transfers. Who do I want to move? I'm going to move Warren up to Robinson. Move Sheridan and DM Gregg over here. And that's it. I think just those two. What about you?
I'll move Ewell to E. Johnson. And I'll move Longstreet to Kershaw. I'll leave everybody else where they are, I believe. Yeah.
Okay.
Keep Lee in the center.
And I will, let's see, we'll officially do the attachments now, right? Robinson will suck up Kitching here, and he'll go to 16. And Kitching will just disappear. All right. And then we continue on with turn 2. Here's our first initiative. It's yours.
So Longstreet will activate Kershaw and Field both. Here's their movement. 7. Longstreet will transfer to Field. Kershaw is going to go 1, 2, 3 to there. He'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to there.
And you have destroyed my bridge.
Yeah. Initiative. It's yours.
I will have Hancock activate his core. Here's their movement +1. He will transfer to Bernie. Barlow will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Chancellorsville. Bernie will go 1, 2, 3, 4. Gibbon will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And Mott will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to there. Initiative, yours.
Hill will take his 3 divisions to T1. Here's their movement. Go 5x. Hill and Lee will stay with Heath. 2, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4. Initiative, yours.
I'll have Sedgwick activate the 6th Corps. Here's the movement. 3. 1, 2, 3. Follow behind. Follow behind. Initiative. Mine again. Wagon A march. Movement. 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Initiative. Mine again. Wagon B will march. Movement. 2, 1, 2. Initiative. Yours.
AP Hill's 3 divisions again. 8. So this will be 1, 2, 3. That's 5 to go into earlies, isn't it?
I think it's +3 +1, so 4 total.
Plus 4. So he's gone 3. So this would be 7 to
Yeah.
there. 8 to there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 5, 6 to there. Initiative. Yours.
I'll have Gibbon dig in. Fatigue level 2. Initiative. Yours.
Activate Anderson with Hill. T3. Here's his movement. Here's his extend die roll. He's okay. He can go 4 hexes. 1, 2, 3, 4 there. Initiative. Mine again. Now let's take Field and Kershaw to T2 by Longstreet. Their movement. Go 5 hexes. Longstreet's going to stay with Field, and they're just going to do a min move to there. Here's Kershaw's extended roll. He's okay. It's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to there. Initiative. Yours.
Sheridan activate the cavalry. J.I. Greg will need an extend. Here's their movement +2. 12.
Oh,
Sheridan will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 to there. And J.I. Greg's extend. He flips. The one time he didn't need to flip, he flips. Boo! Alright, come on. Flip. There we go. Not too bad though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Alright. Initiative. Mine again. They will both entrench. Initiative. Yours.
this is a truly kind of I don't want to do any harm.
Yeah. Yeah, I totally get it. Yes, this is the first one we've had in a while where it's just the logistics are so razor thin.
The Union Cav Corps is definite force, isn't it, in this campaign?
Combined
I
with the entrenching, yeah, as an action.
I misused them in our last session. For those of you who are listening in, go back and see how not to do it. But now the Confederate cavalry are just not up to par. Now let's take W.H. Lee, Chambliss, Teague 1. Here's his movement. Man. Like that's how many double ones have I had for cavalry?
2 today,
second.
yeah.
We'll just move 1. Just take him down the turnpike. 1, 2, 3.
Easy riding for those old mares.
Initiative. Yours.
I'm going to have Warren activate Robinson, Artillery 1, and the Horse Artillery. They're going to move 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. Initiative. Mine again. Let's have them march again. Alright, here is their movement. +1, 7. These guys are going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These guys are going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And they're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Initiative. Mine again. Stevenson will march. Here's his movement. 6. Wow. He will come down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. To there. Initiative. Yours.
Take Johnson to T1. Here's his movement. He can go, he gets a +1. 1, 3, 4. Initiative. Oh, mine again. We'll take him to T2. Here's his movement. 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Initiative. Mine again. Stewart's going to activate Chambliss under W.H. Lee and Rosser. Here's their movement. They go 8 hexes. Stewart's going to transfer to W.H. Lee. And go 1, 2, 3, 4 to there. Rosser needs an extend march. He's okay. It's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to there. Initiative. Yours.
I'm going to move wagon B. Here's the movement. Not far. There you go. Initiative. Yours.
Fitzlee's got a couple brigades under him, which I almost forgot. They lose their entrenchments. They can go 2 dice +2.
Yes.
So they're going 6, 8 hexes. 1, 2, 3. Is there a bridge there? 4, 5?
Yep.
Is there a bridge there?
There is.
Okay. 6, 7, 8 to there. Initiative. Yours.
Wilson activate Chapman and McIntosh. Lose their entrenchments. Here's their movement +1. Come on, guys.
A lot of double ones today.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. I think I've seen a couple on the nits as well. So.
Okay, so Chapman's going to go 1, 2, 3. And Wilson will just go 1, 2. Or just 1 to there. All right. Initiative. Mine again. Let's try that again. Let's hopefully get the jitters out. We will need extended marches for these guys now. So here's your movement. 11. That's better. He will stay with McIntosh. Chapman's extend. He's okay. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And Macintosh extend. He's okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Initiative. Yours.
Take them to fatigue 2. Here's the movement. They could be going a little faster. Let's see. We'll swing around this way. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to there. Initiative. Mine again. So let's take these guys to fatigue 3. Here's their movement. Go 9 hexes. Wickham goes first. Here's his extended. It's okay. F. will go with him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think Pineview Post Office is in play.
It is.
8, 9 to there. There's Lomax's extended march. He's okay. He'll just go with them. Initiative. Yours.
Wilson will activate Macintosh to 3. Here's his movement. 11. Here's extended march. Flips. Guess I'll just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to there. Initiative. Yours.
I think I'm going to pass. There's probably something I should be doing, but I don't see it.
Okay. Well, let's just, for safety's sake, let's move wagon A. Here's his movement. 4. Go 1, 2, 3, and 4 to there. Initiative. Mine again. Let's see. Who can I bring on here? So I can bring Wilcox on. So I will bring him on at 2501. Initiative. Mine again. So we got that kind of in stasis. Let's move wagon C. Here's the movement. 2, 1, 2. Initiative. Mine again. Let's do wagon C again. Movement. 3, 1, 2 to there. Initiative. Mine again. Torber will have. He'll activate Custer. Here's movement. 10. We'll have them go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 to there. All right, initiative. Yours?
Another double 1.
Yeah.
I'm going to pass again. I just don't. When you don't know what to do, passing is a perfectly valid play, I think, because I don't know what to do.
I believe I'm at a spot where I want to pass as well, because I've moved everybody that's fragile, as they say in Italian. and I don't want to push anybody any farther, so I am going to forego the possibility of bringing the rest of the Ninth Corps on because I want them to be fresh. Fresh. So I'm going to pass as well.
Okay.
All right, so we'll do recovery. Everyone is recovered. And entrenchments have been built. Things have been done. Let's move the time marker to turn 3. So I think at this point, we've just finished 2 really good turns. What do you say we stop here? And for the good people out there, the viewers, because we're only thinking of them, why don't we release this just as the first chunk of multiple sessions here and get some feedback, what they think about this. Of course, no strategic advice, but do encourage people to put your thoughts about the first 2 turns in the comments. What do you say about that?
Yeah, I think that's great. Yeah, and no strategic advice because I will take it, but I don't need to see it. I think what you're doing is really. I had not considered that you could go after both objectives. That never even entered my head, and yet that's what you're doing.
Well, until I find something in there, and I could be totally wrong. I'm going to certainly reread this after we finish recording, but I hope it's not an all or
No,
one or the other.
it's not. It says, for each wagon train at Chancellorsville, and then the second set is for each wagon train at Orange Courthouse. So you can put 2 in one and 1 in the other, or all 3 at one, or however you want to do it. I hadn't even considered that. It really stretches the Confederate army, and that's what I'm just struggling with. You
Yeah,
stretched me out
yeah.
from left to right here, east to west on the map, and of course I'm Fitzlee. Just man, he could have kicked it in the butt a little harder, but
Yeah.
oh well.
Well, it was funny. He told everybody in all of the towns that we're going after those wagon trains, and surely somebody slipped through the lines and said, "They're coming! They're coming!"
Yeah, exactly what happened. He did a nice counter. And
It, well, you always have me nervous because when you do the big sweeping flanks with the cavalry, I'm like, ugh, here it comes, and then you're just getting average rolls.
average rolls, yeah.
But you
He
were getting
needed
the string, and
exception.
that scared me. So yeah,
And I had to keep swinging north because you did a nice job blocking me. I wasn't about to go crashing across US 4, get in the middle of the Sixth Corps. But anyway, nice session. This is a really interesting scenario. I don't know if we've ever had a scenario, and correct me if I'm wrong, where the wagons were moving towards the action. I think we were always trying to keep our wagons from being destroyed
well, yeah. I mean,
for Hood and for on to Richmond. I think the Confederates were trying to get their wagons up the peninsula, and here moving them forward. Done a nice job, I think, because they're well protected.
that's the thing about it, though. You're always like, it's never enough. It's just never enough
Oh,
because that cavalry will just slip around, and it's like,
yeah,
oh, I think you did the lion's share of the tension on this one because for all that you had forgotten to move Effley in the first one, he made up for it on this one. He really had me. I was sitting here just talking to myself on the mute button. I was like, oh no, here it comes. Oh, here it comes. And those wagons were just very precarious because I have them there for a reason, but
yeah.
there's
You got to get
never
them.
a safe spot from a cavalry.
Yeah. So, looking forward to next week, and boy, guys, we'll talk to you next week.
Yeah, we'll do the usual stuff here. We'll send you off with some. We'll whet your appetite for next time, but we'll give you a little session here for your bellies. But do please take a moment to like and subscribe. Click that comment section down there below. That's all for you. And if you have thoughts on this one, we would love to hear it. I think if I know this has been retooled a little bit based on the Confederate setups, but obviously with the map, that's just gravy. But all of this has been a very exciting session for us so far. I can't wait to see what happens in 1 or 2 more sessions. We don't know how long this one's going to go.
Yeah,
But
I think there's going to be some thought and a lot of counting of how to block Zocs
oh
and things like
yes,
that.
yeah, because the line of communication stuff is very specific in the wording, and we have to make sure that things are clear from A to B. So we will send you all off here. Have a great week, Roger, and I look forward to seeing you next week.
You have a great week too. Bye bye.